Welcome Aquarius to your weekly reading. This is for the 20th to the 27th of October. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Aquarius, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We will then move on to take a look at your unexpected blessing this week. And finally, we'll look at the possible outcome of the week. Aquarius, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with Three of Wands and Strength, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, my dear Aquarians, you are ready for takeoff. I feel you are ready to do something quite big and quite mind-boggling. It's something that you've been preparing for. You've done your research, you've done all the thinking, planning and organizing, and now you're ready, my dear Aquarians, to move forward in whatever this is that you have been thinking about. Now, for many of my Aquarians, I do feel whatever this is could involve some kind of exciting move forward. It could be changing apartments. It could be relocating in some way. It could be, my dear Aquarians, changing jobs or changing the way you do something. There's this energy of putting yourself out there to experience something new. Now, as you're getting ready to swim out there and catch those waves, some of my Aquarians might get a little bit of cold feet. And this is where strength comes in. You know, Aquarius, we can spend weeks and months planning, organizing, thinking and preparing. And then just as we are about to take off, we can start second guessing ourselves. And it's completely natural. What happens if I relocate and I don't make any friends and I'm very lonely? What happens if I start my new business and nobody likes my product or service? That initial bit of cold feet, please look at it as something that is part of the process. It's understandable. You're taking a big leap into the unknown. This is where you're being asked to channel that inner lion or lioness. Aquarius, you have everything you need within you to make this a great success, to move forward with confidence and to swim out there and claim what you have been preparing for. This is not a time to hold back. You have everything you need within you to move forward and make this part of your life. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Now, Aquarius, what I see here is that many of you have been holding yourself back and playing it small, and this, of course, could be for various reasons. It could be, Aquarius, that you're just incredibly unsure of what to do next, or it could be that you don't have a strong belief in yourself and in your capabilities and skills. But this energy of holding yourself back is coming to an end. As you can see, we've got this light that is ignited here. And I feel, Aquarius, that it'll just take one step forward into the unknown that will touch other areas of your life that have been affected by holding back, diminishing your light, not knowing what to do. You know, as soon as you take that one step forward, you're going to feel your confidence coming back. You're going to feel as though, okay, if I can do this, then I can do many other things. I do think, my dear Aquarius, that you have a very particular idea, and it could be related to what we saw over here, or it could come through in another area. What we are seeing here could be all the planning and thinking involved in relocating, and this could be another idea completely that you have that you've just held back on because you just thought it wasn't the right time. You don't have the confidence, and so you didn't move forward. This could be, my dear Aquarius, that you've been longing to get out there and meet new people, and it doesn't matter how old you are. And you might even have ideas of what to do and how you want to meet these new people. And what I see is that as this energy takes off, this will be your first step forward, and that confidence builds by you tapping into your Aquarian courage. We see, my dear Aquarius, nothing then can hold you back. It's as though anything that was blocking you, and when I say blocking you, this fence can be your own fear, your own insecurity. Once you take that first step forward, Aquarius, it opens up the gateway to many other areas of your life. And if this is now the area of you wanting to get out there and meet friends, my gosh, Aquarius, we see you charging full steam ahead, and you're going to explore different avenues, different ways of doing it. Maybe you start a new sport, you join a new activity group, you sign up for a trip that's geared towards solo travelers. We see your confidence and courage expanding. So, my dear Aquarius, I see you moving right out from behind this fence that could have been blocking you, and now nothing is holding you back. Let's move on now and see what Spirit has to share with you. And we have the Devil and 10 of Swords. Now, my dear Aquarius, this is very interesting because Spirit is coming in and they want you to know that they are very aware that some of my Aquarians have been going through a tough period with this Devil energy. Now, this could represent a situation, or it could represent a particular person in your life. But Aquarius, we see that you could have been feeling like this poor person over there, feeling as though you're chained, you're trapped, you're stuck, you don't know what to do. And you know, when we're in this energy, we start to feel so depleted and so disconnected from who we are. Spirit wants you to know, with our 10 of Swords, that this energy and everything that you went through that was associated with that is over. Because when we're in that kind of energy, we can experience real hard times, Aquarius, feeling hurt and let down by the people around us. This could have been a loss of a job, having to move out of your home. It could have been anything. But now Spirit wants you to know it's over. 10 is a completion number. You have either already released yourself out of it, or, my dear Aquarians, you are already on the way, because as you can see, this young girl is facing the future. She's looking towards the new day that is coming for her. The past with our Devil energy is already behind her. So Spirit wants you to know the worst is over. Now all you need to do is tap into your Aquarian courage and to get out there, my dear Aquarius, and not let fear and insecurity that could have come from this hold you back. You've got you. Now believe in you and take that first step forward. I promise you, you will never look back. Right, now let's move on and see what your unexpected blessing is. And we have the 9 of Pentacles and the Sun. Now, Aquarius, talk about things improving dramatically for you. You, my dear Aquarians, are leaving behind energies that I feel could have really taken its toll on you. But this is already your past. Even if you're still closing it off, it's your past, and treat it as such. Because what we see coming in for you this week is something quite wonderful. Your blessing is coming through in an area that is depicted with 9 of Pentacles, which has everything to do with our abundance and our prosperity. And it is abundance and prosperity that you create for yourself. It is through your ideas, through your hard work, through you putting yourself out there, taking calculated risks, making bold decisions, letting go of people and situations that don't work for you, that places you in this energy. This week, my dear Aquarians, you are going to feel this energy of abundance flowing into your life. And as I said, it is because of you. This could come through when it comes to your career, your money, your finances. Something might happen. You land a great job. You get a promotion. Your business signs a great contract. This could be, my dear Aquarius, that this abundance comes through in love. Perhaps your significant other suggests something wonderful, like buying a home together or starting a family. Or it could be that you meet somebody that you connect to on a deep level, and you know that this could be the beginning of a wonderful new relationship. Prosperity and abundance can come in any area of your life. It'll come through where it means most to you. And what we do see is that you, my dear Aquarius, are moving into a whole nother vibration. This is all going, and you now are going to be like this young girl, arms wide open and receiving the light of the sun. And the sun in the tarot is the happiest, most positive, and most inspired card of the deck. You are about to experience something, Aquarius, that will allow you to let go of this naturally and organically, and before you know it, these energies will just be a distant memory. Right, now let us see what the possible outcome of the week is, and we have Queen of Wands and the Wheel. You are presenting this week as Queen of Wands. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine. It's the energy of Queen of Wands I am speaking about. And my dear Aquarius, look at that smile. Look at that joy. This is what I'm seeing for you. I see you at the end of the week filled with inspiration, excitement, motivation and passion for what is happening in your life. I also see you working really closely with Spirit in a way that is easy and natural for you. But you, Aquarius, are believing in your own inner magic. You are believing that you can do and bring about things that you never thought were possible in your life, and you're not letting anyone or anything stop you. There is an incredible change coming for you, and we saw that with our 10 of Swords. You're closing off big areas where things were not easy and things did not flow. But now, my dear Aquarius, as the wheel turns, it turns in your favor, and it's bringing in this unexpected blessing that is going to ignite a whole new period for you. Right, let's move on now and get the little tarot and get a final message for the week. So we just want to see now what Aquarius's final message is, please. And we have the Page of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. Aquarius, Page of Cups is telling us that this week you can expect to hear quite unusual and unexpected news. This is going to be like people you haven't heard from in months, maybe even years, pop up and call you and phone you and say, let's get together. This could also be that people you weren't sure of, my dear Aquarius. Maybe you've had an argument with a sibling, or maybe you and a friend had a fallout, and you weren't sure where you stood with these particular people. With Page of Cups coming through, I see them reaching out this week and wanting to get together and let bygones be bygones. On top of your Ten of Swords sits your Ten of Pentacles. Aquarius, as I mentioned over here, you are entering into a completely new period, whereas you might have been quite accustomed to this energy of the devil and Ten of Swords and Nine of Wands, things not going for you, things being difficult and really experiencing quite deep hurt. Now, my dear Aquarius, what you are going to find is that things flow for you. Abundance is rolling in, my dear Aquarians, and it's rolling in areas that are significant to you. With 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles here, I feel that the last quarter of 2025 is going to be amazing for you. It's almost like you're catching up with what you felt you lost out on. Things are just going to come so much easier for you. You will find that doors that were closed to you previously are open to you now. People who didn't want to give you the time of day, who were not helpful and not forthcoming, all of a sudden they're popping up, phoning you, wanting to see you, wanting to get together. And 7 of Cups, which sits on our 9 of Pentacles and the Sun, tells me, my dear Aquarians, that you are going to experience not just one, but a few dreams starting to come down and manifest over this last quarter. Dreams you thought, my dear Aquarians, that would never come down. They're just going to remain up there in the clouds, in the spiritual realm. But now, as we see this wonderful dynamic change coming about, so things that never seemed possible before, all of a sudden seem quite possible. What an exciting week, Aquarius. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.